We're definitely talking about gosh as well. A tiny little bit about gosh is that was a strange happening too, because gosh sort of came to me from spirit about 2 years ago when I was ill and I was actually having chemo, and I'm clairaudient and I have been all of my life. And I was feeling very sorry for myself when this voice said, "We'd like you to start gosh." And I went, "Oh, okay, what's that?" And that's when something said back to me, "Gatherings over strange happenings." And I thought, well, that makes sense. And I said, "But not now, I don't feel up to it. I'll do it in spring." And of course, being me, I left it to the last possible moment in spring, but I did start it. And then COVID came along, and Wendy very kindly allowed me to run gosh on this platform, and it became a Zoom group rather than just a local meeting. But it was a strange happening. It certainly wasn't my idea to start gosh. It was given to me, including the name, which I love because I love acronyms, and Spirit knows I love acronyms. So that was one of my tiny ones. But I've had a life full of non-ordinary experiences across a fairly broad spectrum. So I don't just talk to the dead. I might talk to, somebody if it's necessary. I've just had a huge range. And I found there wasn't anywhere much to talk about that sort of experience where you've seen UFOs, or you also have had, visions, or you've got precognitive dreams, where you've got a mix of things. I realised when they asked me to start gosh that mostly people stick to their own thing. So you will, if you're into electronic voice phenomenon, you'll be in a group that discuss that. And I realised that there's a lack in that we aren't expanding our understanding, because sharing our experiences are about sharing our wisdom. They're entertaining quite often, but they're also about expanding our beliefs about what is possible. It's something that's been done throughout time. So sharing our experiences, and that's what we're talking about, life experiences, is a human universal. It's across all cultures. It's part of who we are, sharing stories. And I like to think, I know there have been some little studies that show that people who listen to a lot of near-death experiences tend to have some of the same outcomes. They become less materialistic, for instance, quite often, kinder. This for me is because when you listen to non-ordinary experiences, what happens is it opens up a little chink, what I like to call a portal of possibility in your own belief systems. So sharing non-ordinary experiences is vitally important, I think, to expanding what we believe is possible, and to the study of consciousness and reality itself. And I know that we all get ridiculed in mainstream science, but things are slowly changing, and I think it's time that we did share a bit more.